Good evening. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining us this evening today. We're just going to give you a brief on what has been happening throughout the day. Um, it's going to be it's going to be an interesting case because Leather Market were actually here earlier today. They left a notice to which that we've been given the we've been given the that we've received instructions that at this moment not to engage with them until further notice. So we're going to go into that. I'm going to take a few questions first of all. I'm going to take a few questions first of all from you guys, and just to kind of get the ball, rolling on and also and just share with you any updates that we'll receive from Father, that we'll receive from God, because in this moment it's a very precarious we're in a very precarious time where it's a bit of a game of cat and mouse, if you would, so the suspects are on the run, and they're looking back, and they are you know they're calling they're calling for a they're calling for a response from our team, but our team has been well trained in not responding, rather kind of not responding, but going going by the rules of engagement. So not responding to their games. We are keeping within the guidelines of protocol. Okay, I'd like to take some questions. We have Sky News. Thank you for your question. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, Leather Market were here today. Following on from last week when we actually engaged with them in dialogue. Today they returned, but the instructions that we received from Father was to not to engage with them, and they proceeded they've proceeded now to throw what you'd call poison. What you call poison. So they've begun to throw poison, and also kind of use like a demonstration, using like a decoy as a demonstration. So this is actually ongoing right now. But what we're doing is we're sticking to the plan. So we're going to continue to, tie up any loose, tie up any, loose ends. Father is, by this, what we mean is that is Father is sending us information. Father is sending information through the collective. Father is sending information through 5D. So collective, you'll be receiving information directly from the divine, directly from Father, where he will be revealing some things that were previously unknown, things that went unnoticed. So these individuals, their 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 actions, have actually, their actions have actually been revealed to the collective. So you know, so this melee of this this reaction that they're going through with is kind of a something to kind of it's you call this trying to get your attention away from where we need to be. So Father is sending us information, and we're going to remain steadfast and receive that information, through the collective, through the dream state, and also through our tools. So this is a message for the collective to remain steadfast, determined, and continue your job as we are going along. Continue your, for us to continue, on, um, because from this point of view, Father is, there's something important that he's sending to us right now, and amidst all amidst all the action that is happening, there's something that's going to be in the detail. So we are scouring through the details right now. We are scouring through the pieces of the puzzle in order for us to bring these pieces together. Then these individuals are going to be, they're going to have to defend themselves. So without further ado, we're going to begin today's proceedings. Thank you for joining us once again. Now, we'll be thank you for joining us once again as we go to the cards. Today, we're probably going to start with. We're going to start off with the letters. Kind of give us a kind of just give us some context on what particular area Father wants us to focus on. So just bear with me one moment, guys. Okay, guys. Right off the bat, we're going to ask. The first letter. The pre-shuffle. We have the S. So we have S, letter S. Let's see if that comes up again. Okay, we're gonna take the M. We're gonna take the M. Dial M. Dial M. So that could be. Let's see what comes up. Because oftentimes, these letters, they really, they end up, showing us something that, they end up showing us something that, later on, they end up showing us something that it would make. Okay, bear with me. So we have the M, dial M, dial M. Okay, guys, we're in this following on. we're in this in between period now where the mask of illusion. So the mask is falling off. So we have the M for a mask, masquerading. Also, it's another word for deception. So we have, this deception that, we have this deception, um, and also this mask falling off, this mask being taken off. So that's the first letter of the day. We're gonna see if we get anything. We can say see if we get, receive anything. 7. We have G, G M, G M. Or G M. There could also be another one. So automatically we have GEM, GEM, Gemma. So Spirit wants us to talk about, wants us to reveal, the management group, the management, which is part of Ashleigh and Burwood, the manager, or the management person is by the name of Gemma. This has been the person that was, behind, this entire ordeal. Now, you may ask these questions: is that who is Gemma? Who is this person now? Or actually, we may even have to ask them, how did this person now, um, you know, um, you know, how did this person become who they are today, or what kind of personality are we? Um, are we? Are we? What kind of personality is she? Now, one thing that we've found out is that, throughout this program, those people that are the subjects. Another M would be this, they would have been put through this program. These candidates, these Manchurian candidates, from this entire program is, there, there is they are there's a sub this entire program is multi layered. So, for instance, we have, you know Gemma, who is, this person that, this would be, the person that will be, responsible, or, you know you know work of the dark arts. So, you know they will be. So this is representative of this queen of wands. This queen of wands. This queen of wands. Gemma, who's also, connected with, Ashleigh and Burwood. That's the main thing. She's connected with Ashleigh and Burwood. Now, the thing is, guys, father father directed us, to this individual, because this individual, was, given the task of, kind of halting the progress. So for the collective, you have somebody who's considered a handler of some sort, and they are charged with kind of, preventing you from, going through this awakening where you discover things about yourself. You discover things about yourself. Now, you know, see, collective, father's you, father has, called us to be, like his, be, be the people that, be the boots on the, be the investigators who report back to the universe. So what we're able to do is engage with people, and we automatically begin to attract, begin to um, begin to Father has sent us in to engage with these people, and as we engage with them, they now are going to be seen by the universe, because our connection with the universe is now we are used as a catalyst, for receiving this depth which is owed to the universe. So this individual has been has been you know they've been this individual has been you know um by us being engaged with this individual, we are here to collect on behalf of the universe. This arrest warrant, this debt that is owed. Now they have to defend themselves, and by defending themselves, this is balancing this is how we balance the books, because now this individual, it has to be responsible for their crimes. Now we're going to ask, what does spirit want us to know about Gemma? What does spirit want us to know about this Queen of Wands? Through the cards, we're going to go through the cards and ask spirit what they would like us to know. So this individual is now a thing, their inheritance is being removed. Their inheritance, this is the this is the family card. This is the legacy, the family legacy card. This is also known as your inheritance. This is also known as their inheritance card. Now, this was in reverse. So this means that Gemma is now, they're now in reverse in regards to she's now looking at her family, her inheritance, which did not belong to her, being taken away. It's been taken away. This person that has stolen this inheritance through the dark arts, using the dark arts. Now, we're going to get into some of the strategies of how they've been doing this, because the information or the detail, the detail has been quite, it's been uncovered, how they've been doing it, so this individual has stolen an inheritance that didn't belong to her. This individual was masquerading. This individual was wearing a mask. This individual was wearing a mask. She was masquerading. She was masquerading your energy. She was masquerading your energy. This individual was cloaking themselves in your energy, pretending to be you. Now, this is a okay. This is the letter D. This is transformation. This individual was masquerading in your energy, and they are going to frantically hit a brick wall. By that we mean they're going to be stopped. They're going to be stopped by the angels. They're going to be stopped by the angels. Now, guys, there's a lot going on. So now we have GEMD. Gemma. Gemma is no more. Gemma is no more. Gemma is no more. Gemma is no more. So message from spirit. Gemma is no more. Their family legacy is being taken away, and this is going to be, you know, you know, you know. so now this family legacy, which was built around Ashleigh Burwood, is being taken away from this individual. So this family legacy, Ashleigh Burwood, is being taken away from this individual. It's being removed. The family inheritance that they have stolen is being taken away. It's been taken away from. It's been taken away from her. You know, also the letter D speaks about the universe sent you, brought you down here, collective, to uncover this debt. To uncover this debt, you had to pay. You had to pay. You had to pay. But also now you have now going to receive this debt on. You're going to receive this payment. This payment you paid. Now this individual is the one that holds that has the actual debt to the universe. This is what you call a karmic repayment, a karmic repossession, of this false, of this inheritance that actually never actually belonged to them, because anything that appears in the reverse means that it was illegally obtained. It was illegally obtained through the dark arts, through masquerading in your energy. So then now receiving, Gemma was receiving, um, the rewards. They were receiving the rewards, and they were able to build this company with your emotional and intellectual property. Your emotional property, which leads your emotional property, which helps to manifest your intellect, your ideas. These are, through your pain, you're able to generate ideas of a way out. But then these individuals were, this is what these individuals were had stolen from you using the dark arts. And now also people are going to be finding out about this, because it, you know, this strategy is built on, it's built on a faulty foundation, on lies. It's built on lies. Spreading. You know. You know. Basically living someone else's life. We're gonna ask spirits and show us what else would you like us to see? Because now we have, this. Now we have, that this individual is this individual is their inheritance, their company is being taken away from them by spirit, because spirit has seen that the real owner. You're the owner. These were gifts from spirit that spirit gave to you, collective. Spirit had given you something, collective, that was going to be, help to, give you, stability, family stability. And in order for, your family stability, you're able going to raise up and, build, help raise the collective. You're helping raise the collective. As you rise, the collective is, in response to that, you're seen as, you're seen as a leader, somebody who sets, somebody who trailblazes, someone who sets the standards, someone who sets the standards for people to, kind of people to, it helps to further, the collective in how they're going. So a positive collective is a positive universe, a positive planet. And this individual, through the dark arts, was trying to prevent that from happening. But this has all been by design, collective, because the universe understands by law that this individual had obtained their possessions through illegal means, and but spirit let them do that, because once they were identified for being a person in reverse, the universe now has to they gave them a chance time and time and time and time again. Number one, to change, and number two, and the second, to also apologize, and apologize by admitting, by being honest. We've spoken about when you are before the throne room of God, even if you compromise yourself by being truthful, by even if you compromise yourself by revealing the truth, that is how you heal. That is how Father knows that you are now ready, by being honest, by revealing the truth about what you've done. So, in other words, collective, this individual, time and time again, didn't really reveal. So the universe gave them the opportunity to be honest, and because they were not able to follow through, the universe said, "Okay, we, you know, you know, we, then they're not willing to learn. They're not willing to learn. They're not willing to adjust. They're not willing to be cooperative with the universe and with the people around them. They've been given time and time again. Now, we're going to let's get one more card. What else do we need to know about Gemma at this moment? Thank you, Spirit. What else do we need to know about Gemma for this moment? Two, three, four. What else do we need to know about Gemma at this moment? They're in spiritual prison. They're in prison. They're going they're going to be incarcerated. Now. They're going to prison for their crimes. So spirit has given the verdict. Today, we've thought about calling this, the verdict. In fact, we're going to title this the verdict. Yesterday was the fight. Was the finale. Now today we're going to title this video as as um as the verdict, because this is the verdict from Father. This person is is going to jail. Is going to be jailed. This person is going to be jailed. They're going to be jailed. They're going to be incarcerated. You know. This kind of reminds me. This kind of reminds me that um, you know. Okay, okay. Maybe perhaps the best course of action for this individual would be. It would appear, you know, it would appear that this individual has you know we're going to leave this person to right now. Spirit is saying this person's spirit's statement is that this person is going to jail. He's going to be jailed. He's going to be jailed. They're going to prison. That's the verdict from spirit. And Coincidentally, we're going to get one from here. This is the judgment. This is the judgment. So, you know, the card appeared, like this, but this individual is now headed towards headed towards the angelics, and towards angelic custody. Quite often, a person of this particular I want to say, um, station, they are sent before Father, before the throne room. They're sent to the throne room to face Father. They're flanked by two angels, two angelic beings, where they now have the opportunity to enter their plea. They have the opportunity to enter their plea. Our advice is an open testimony, an open and truthful testimony, because before the throne room of God, the throne room of God is a place of majestic justice. Only the truth, only the truth, only the truth. The truth is the very, 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 very least. So this individual is under, the judgment has been called on this individual. You know, we were trying to, Father says no more negotiating. This also leads back to JMB, Leather Market JMB. When they were here today, they, they knocked on the door. They sent one of their workers from the office. They sent one of the workers from the office. Father says, do not engage with them. Father said, quite frankly, do not engage with them, because judgment has already been passed. Judgment has already been called. And the angelic realm is going to, the angelic realm is going to, they've already received the instructions. This card here is about the angel Metatron, who sits on the right, on God's, by God's throne room. He records everything. So now he's appearing, he's appearing, he's in the atmosphere now. He's in the atmosphere. He's in the atmosphere now, which means that there isn't that moment to negotiate, because Father has already, Father has already sent his angel to call judgment. Judgment has already been called. So there is no room for negotiating. This is why Father said, no negotiations. We do not negotiate. We do not negotiate. We do not negotiate, because the verdict has already been called. You're going to inherit, you're now going to inherit what was rightfully yours. What was rightfully yours has been taken away from the perpetrators, from from Gemma, from, you're now going to inherit a limited company. This is a limited company, which now is going to be your new beginning. Your dynasty begins from here. You're now a dynasty. you're now you're now building your family dynasty, which is something that you're going to be you're going to witness your grandchildren. You're now going to witness your grandchildren, your great your even your great grandchildren. You're now going to witness them, you know, enjoy, or you're now going to witness them being part of this dynasty. You're now they're going to be the new generation. As you see, this individual here, this is you, collective. This is you when you're going to witness your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. This is 4 generations here. This is 4 generations here, and you're the this is your 4 generations. So this new generation going forward are going to enjoy what God has given to you as of right now, as God has given to you now. Your family is going to enjoy this legacy. So God also says, be patient. God also says, be patient. This is what is happening behind the scenes. God says, the gaslighting, the manipulation, the lies. God says everything is of zero importance except His word. Except His word. So God communicates to us. God communicates to us and sends His words and says, son, daughter of mine, remain steadfast, stand your ground. You're you're going to receive gifts. You're going to receive gifts. Each pentacle is an ace. Each pentacle is something tangible. Each pentacle each pentacle represents a gift from God that He's given you. That is a home, that is a business, that is family, family wealth, generational wealth. All will be returned to you. All will be returned to you. Collective, I'm feeling that God is sending you this message to let you know that you have nothing to worry about, that these individuals, this family, these individuals, this family that were up against you, this group of narcissistic individuals that were up against you, they've been called to judgment. Because the name Gemma, the name Gem, Gem and D, or Gemma, Ashleigh Burwood, Leather Market, who were here earlier, the hitman neighbor, and also Mr. Howard, that these individuals are under they're under this judgment. So these individuals are going to their judgment that they've received for interfering with your progress, interfering in your life, what they're going to, what is happening behind the scenes is that they are now forfeiting everything that they consider dearest to them. I'm so, everything that they consider dearest to them. By that, if the person considers, you know, the monetary gain, this is judgment that has been passed down on these individuals. Is that these individuals' families have been taken apart because they were trying to take our family collective. They were interfering within our family. God says, stand back and watch what I'm going to do. Because, we used to pray. I would, quite often, I would pray, looking towards the direction of the east, not by any religious studies or anything like that. It was just God speaking through us. God speaking through us, through me, you know, you know, being, being subjugated, being maligned by the, by society. This is before it was a community. This was the society at large. I collective, perhaps, the collective in general, we took solace within our community. We found shelter within our community because we thought, okay, if society is against us, perhaps, this village mentality, by being a part of the community, this is where we can be safe. This is where people can actually support us, can actually catch us, and we can be, we at least have, companions within the community. Now, this was our feeling. This is what we felt. We felt that we could, actually fall back on the community, and within that silence, we began to pray. We began to pray and say, Father, you know, thank you for providing us shelter. We began to we prayed. We were praying. What would be revealed was that Father would actually just say to us, the only person that is here for you is actually is actually is actually it's only God is there for us. In this climate, because what God revealed to us was that we were actually surrounded by a microcosm of the community. We were surrounded by a microcosm of the actual society. We were surrounded by people who were within the community who reflected the view of the society at large. So there was no difference between our neighborhood and society. So in other words, there was no there wasn't that shelter, that safe place to land that we thought we actually had. There wasn't. That was an illusion, because this place that we were in was actually the breeding ground for the hostility, was actually the breeding ground where we were actually being targeted within the people that were around us, closest to us. We were targeted by our nearest and dearest. These are individuals who were once considered, you know, friends. These were individuals that were once considered people who we could turn to in times of need, and that oftentimes they reflected that. So they reflected that. They mirrored our sentiment. They mirrored our sentiment. So by that is they were able to mirror back to us being a companion, but they had no such motive whatsoever, because they were agents. They were agents of the system. Agents. They were actual agents that were sent by the system to act as companions. Every I want to say, guys, that every individual involved in the persecution shares this same sentiment that judgment has been called. So so when Father spells out, he wants us to see what is happening behind the scenes through Gemma, is that you know being that being that Gemma would have been the one who was responsible for actually leading these people astray. She led these people astray. Now, these people would have had an opportunity to turn down these this false foundation of promised recognition or wealth or be that as it may, whatever was promised, we will find out as time goes on. As time goes on, we shuffle the cards and we ask also, is that what does Spirit want us to know about this time? What does Spirit want us to know? What else does Spirit want us to know? What else does Spirit want us to know? Bear with me, guys. We're just going to check this time. 48 on the clock. 48 on the clock is also 12, and the number 3, which is celebration, which is also a number that is associated with the letter. We also have the letter C, because 1, 2, 3 is the letter C. What else does Spirit want us to say? What else does Spirit want us to see? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Collective. Thank you, Collective. There's been some major information through the Collective in these past few days. In actually this past few days, it has been it's been very intense. Extremely intense. One thing that Spirit really want us to really Spirit encourage us to stay steadfast, to continue, regardless of what you see outside, regardless of the gaslighting that is being thrown your way. To continue on. You're going to continue on because now you have this new relationship headed your way. You have a new relationship headed your way, and this king of cups is looking directly at you. This king of cups, this king of cups has been heaven's. This king of cups has been heaven sent. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. In this situation, this is a Cancerian. There's a feeling of a Cancerian because we mentioned the elements there because this individual looks extremely noble in this particular deck. Extremely noble. Is extremely noble in this particular deck, and there is also this emphasis on family. The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is the family card, is the family legacy card. So this individual that's headed towards you is going to be your spouse, collective, that the one that you're going to build this family legacy with. Now, the one that you're going to build this family legacy with, they are, you know, in this imagery, this individual here with this cup that they're going to offer this ace, you know, they have their eye on you, collective. They have their eye on you, collective, and they've already measured you to be their life partner. Their life partner, you know, they've already measured you to be their life partner. You're going to build a legacy with this individual, and it's going to be beautiful because there's going to be vibrancy. There's going to be, this vibrancy. As you can see, this jacket that you're wearing, collective, you know, this material, this this material wealth, your grandchildren, your legacy that you're building with this individual, you know, um, you're going to travel. You're going to be traveling with this individual. You're going to travel. You're going to travel the world. You're going to see places that you've never seen before. You're going to enjoy the fine things because spirit has realized that you were in this position before where you were unable to you weren't able to see much of the world. You were only able to see what was what was actually chosen for you to see. What was chosen for you to see. Because being isolated, you were you were isolated from what was really yours. Because if you kind of look here, if you look in this imagery, in the background is where the home is. In the background is where the home is. So you were effectively turned away from your home. You may have been an orphan. You may have been an orphan. Regardless of age, you may have been an orphan. You may have been this individual who was turned away from their home. You know, barricaded. Not They didn't want you to see that this what you see in the background, the home, the castle, which is a castle in the sky, is your gift from spirit. Where now spirit are going to guide you. You've been guided through this mental. You've been guided through this almost as if it was a mental landmine. You've been guided through, and as you see here, you're going to be rescued. You're going to be rescued by your Knight of Cups, your knight in armor. Your knight in armor is headed towards you, and he has his eyes on you, collective. His eye is on you, collective. He has eyes only for you, collective. He or she, take it as it resonates, collective, because this is your divine partner. This is your divine partner sent from heaven to change your entire life, collective. Your life is going to change because you see here, he's headed towards you, collective. See, your knight in shining armor is headed towards you, collective. Your knight in shining armor is headed towards you, collective. He has his eye on you, collective, and this cup is for you. This ace, this emotional, this offering, this love, this new offer of love that has been always there for you, has always been there for you, because heaven now, the scores have been settled. Heaven has released. Heaven has released. Heaven has released their gifts for you. They've opened up the 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 you know the they've opened up the gifts for you guys. They've opened up their gifts because you're now going to it's judgment has been called. You know, judgment has been called from the throne room that that now you're going to embark on a new life, and you're never again going to encounter individuals such as these individuals. These individuals, you're never going to encounter these individuals because, for the simple fact, God kept you innocent. God kept you innocent because this castle in the sky has always followed you. That's right, collective. This castle in the sky follows you everywhere you go. This castle is always there with you, collective, because here you are. This castle is right, is here. It's here with you, within you. You sit within the actual castle, and the castle is actually outside of you. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for an edifice, which is a part of heaven. Basically, it's a part of heaven, which means everywhere you go, despite your conditioning, your living conditions, you actually live in this castle. Your home is within your heart. Your heart is within your home. This castle follows you everywhere you go, collective. Your family follow you everywhere you go. Your soul family follows you everywhere you go. They are within you, collective. The pentacles, your family, your home is within you, in your heart, is within you, in your heart. In so many words, collective, in so many words, collective, this trump, the trumpet, when it's blown by the archangel Metatron, it releases a frequency. It releases a frequency, right? It releases a frequency, collective, which automatically releases the gifts of heaven to you, which automatically releases the gifts of heaven to you. So right before you will be your Knight of Cups. Right before you will be your home, your throne, your family. Collective, this message is dedicated to you, collective, and this message is to let you know that all that you seek is actually within you. Now, these individuals, for all their efforts to keep you from knowing the truth, the fact that you were symbolically blindfolded and isolated, they're unable they're unable to own any part of who you are. Because once you wake up to your inner knowing that you are this empress, you are this queen, you are this child of the universe, automatically, by universal law, everything that they had stolen is taken away from them. Automatically, it's taken away from them, because you're the true custodian of 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 of, of Ashleigh Burwood. You're the true owner of Magma and London. You're the true owner of your energetic field. So this means we have a transformation on our hands. Be that as it may, the call has already been made. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else that we need to see right now, Spirit? Anything else that we need to see, Spirit? Anything else that we need to see? We have two cards here. Let's take this one. The call has already been made. The wheel has already turned. The angelic realms, Anubis has turned the wheel. Anubis, who also known as the angel, also known as the angel of death, transformation. Anubis, who Anubis, who Anubis who has the whole of the whole of the whole of records, the records that are everyone's actions are recorded under, and who you're sent to see after the judgment. Once the judgment is passed, and then they weigh each person's heart, is that your wheel of fortune has turned. So within that wheel of fortune turning, this means that you're part of the wheel of fortune. It means that the actual will is within you. Once you are brought to awareness that you are this person, you simply you simply you simply your awakening is the catalyst, is the catalyst to you receiving your inheritance. Basically, your awakening is the catalyst to you receiving your 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 inheritance. So by you recognizing who you really are, and also recognizing who these individuals were and what part they had to play, by you recognizing who they are and who you are, this automatically begins this automatically releases what is actually yours, because this is yours, collective. This is yours. Your castle is within you. Your inheritance, your family are within you. And once you know that, they appear. They appear. They appear. So this cup, this grail, this holy grail, your family now are with you. Your family are with you, collective. This is a message. This is a message for the collective. Your family are with you. They're within you, collective. You're not alone. So even if you were sleeping, even if you were living in a particular environment, you were really living in heaven. You were really living on heaven grounds. So the ambassador of heaven, everywhere we go, we're still in heaven. Everywhere we go, we're still in heaven. Everywhere we go. So when somebody trespasses in your energetic field, because your energy is reflected from heaven, is from heaven. So when a person trespasses, they will be tried. They will be judged under heaven's laws, under under universal law. They will be tried. So this is why we have Anubis, is that there is no altering of a person's destiny under universal law. There's no altering of a person's destiny. God is letting you know that they cannot alter your destiny. God is letting you know that your destiny is yours, and their final destination will be under God's judgment. Under God's judgment, God will preside over where they go for their actions and what they have, conspired against. So we're going to review the messages from God. Is that the messages from God is letting you know that you're now going to receive what has always been yours. You're going to receive what is rightfully yours. You're going to receive what is rightfully. You're going to receive what is rightfully yours. Because even in your worst moments, you were always under the guidance of heaven. So you always resided in heaven, not your appearance, not your earth environment, not your nature was always of heaven. Your nature was always of heaven, regardless of your particular circumstances that you were living under. Now, following on from that, what we're going to do is we're going to, I believe, okay, we're going to get one or two from the Oracle cards, and then following up with the Game of Thrones theme, we're going to have a look to see, how we can conclude the messages for today with one of those cards. So we're going to your counterpart. Your counterpart is with you. 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 So your counterpart is with you. Your twin loves you eternally. The one that has been sent from heaven loves you eternally. Let's see if that one comes up again, because I would really love to add some more information on about that. Just some of the just to that would also be something that would connect with this particular reading. If that comes up, we can share that. Counterpart loves you. Okay, let's see what we have to see. Let's see what messages you'd like us to share with the collective spirit. Thank you. Okay, let's start with this one. Is your Two of Cups. Your Two of Cups. Your Two of Cups. Your so your Knight of Cups is also your counterpart, and you and your counterpart are a reflection of are a reflection of God. And as you and your counterpart are brought together in union, this as you and your counterpart are brought together in union, this automatically you automatically are a reflection of God on earth. Okay, the two of cup the two of cups, guys, is that's who you are. That is who you are. So your those two cups is really those two cups is really one. Those two cups, as you see in a traditional Rider Waite, um, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, they they share by they share their cups. So they turn so two becomes one. Two becomes one. This represents union and return back to the divine. This represents union and return back to oneness within yourself, reflected by these divine counterparts. So those two cups is representation of one, because in this particular dimension that we're in, we're seen through the eyes of duality, through two, but really this is one. So this one person is actually the seen as those two on the actual cups. So in other words, guys, what this Eight of Swords represents in connection with that is that you're they are attempting to hide the fact that the Two of Cups is actually one person. I hope you guys could. I hope you guys. I hope I have the opportunity to have you guys to follow what I mean by that. Is that, you know, we spoke about this castle in the sky follows you everywhere you go. We spoke about this castle in the sky follows you everywhere you go. Now, if you if I can share with you the meaning of the inner space, the meaning of inner space is that there is a inner being within you that represents those two counterparts of pole, those two counterparts. So the matrix that we live in aims to keep the actual being, which is you, hidden, isolated, as you're receiving awareness from heaven. Your inner being, your true self, releases onto the world. Releases onto the world, and you end up in realization that you are that cosmic being. This individual, ladies and gentlemen, my dearest collective, is the divine incarnate. This particular being, ladies and gentlemen, is Father God. This particular image is showing you that when you and your counterpart who are these two individuals who are from the Two of Cups, they form this third energy, who is the golden child in blue, which are the heaven colors. This child becomes the actual divine, is the actual divine in the pic, is the actual divine collective. Your Two of Cups becomes one cup. That one cup is represented here by the divine being sat on the throne, on the chair, and also this child. That child is the union of the ace, the union of the two cups, which forms the ace. Collective, you're going to birth the divine child. You're going to birth the divine child, collective. This is dedicated to the collective. You're going to birth the divine child. Now, we're going to conclude this reading here. We're going to conclude this reading here. We're going to conclude this reading here. We're going to get one more card from the Game of Thrones deck as promised. So, okay, so what we're going to do, collective, is your Knight of Cups that is being brought to you, collective, is from your counterpart. And you and your counterpart together are going to make one. Collective, this message is letting you know that the wheel has turned. You may not have seen this wheel turning. This is going to happen. The wheel of fortune has turned, and it's going to be revealed, and it's going to usher in this new beginning, this realization. So, Spirit, I want you to know that this revelation, because this revelation that appears to you, collective, is going to be what leads to, is going to be what leads to this oneness. And also dawn represents the unknown time, which is this divine time. This represents divine time. So that'll be all collective. That was a Google Dolls and Iris, which also speaks about the eye. The wheel was turned. This is a completion. The completion, Winterfell, which is 9 and 10. 9 and 10 is also the sun. So 9 and 10 is going to reveal to you. You're going to have the sun, the divine child, Sansa. Okay, that's all for today, collective. We're going to conclude that reading there. I hope we're still recording because normally a phone I hope we're still recording because this message is dedicated to the collective. Is that the sun is approaching. After the darkness, we're going to have the sun approach, also, which is the divine child. a promise from God. Okay, thank you for joining us, collective. We're going to conclude this reading there. God bless and love you all.